Let's quickly talk about Squarespace versus GoDaddy. And of course, we're talking about e-commerce building, and it's important to understand that whether your business is a traditional brick and mortar or online store, or you're a creative who wants to showcase your work, it's imperative in today's world to have an online presence. The question is, which platform should you go to, right? Should you go to Squarespace? Should you go to GoDaddy? Should you go to Shopify? Should you go to a Wix? Let's have a conversation about that because a website, for all intents and purposes, becomes the cornerstone of that online presence. And with website building software, it's really easier now than ever to create a quick website from scratch. No coding required. You don't have to have a PhD in programming to actually set up a website. You have platforms that make it the whole process a lot easier for you. And while there are a number of companies out there to choose from, GoDaddy and Squarespace rise to the top as far as popularity, ease of use, and affordability. So I want to quickly go into the details here. Let's first analyze what we are talking about here. It's important to understand that when you think about Squarespace, think about an all-in-one beginner website builder. And this platform combines a reliable website builder stuck full with sleek templates with an easily customizable e-commerce store and a digital marketing center. So this is kind of cool. And so Squarespace has been around for the last 15 to 20 years. GoDaddy, on the other hand, was founded in 1997. So think about GoDaddy as an OG in this space. While it is arguably the world's most well-known domain register and web hosting company, it also offers website building, an e-commerce plan, and marketing features. A lot of folks don't know this. The people think about GoDaddy and think, oh, this is an e-commerce. This is just a domain name sort of register. They do way more than that. And so when you think about GoDaddy and Squarespace, think about both platforms that offer customizable drag and drop templates, easy to use website building features aimed towards newbie website builders, security features, and simple search engine optimization features as well. While GoDaddy offers cheaper plans, both are affordable even for small businesses. They do differ in creative flexibility. I'll speak about that later on in terms of pricing also and functionality. So deciding on the right platform for your business and brand will come down to what you want your site to do and which types of options you are looking for. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to have a wonderful conversation. I first want to talk to you about GoDaddy. Let's really go a little granular on GoDaddy. So when you think about GoDaddy, it's really important to understand that it's more about you having a very simple website. And so GoDaddy is the world's largest web host and domain registrar, boasting about 20 to 25 million customers worldwide. GoDaddy's website builder is one of its main features. It is one of the few website builders that uses artificial design intelligence (ADI), allowing customers to create a website in a matter of minutes. Minutes, okay? So after answering a handful of questions, the ADI software will create a website template based on the answers you provide. Users can then add content, tweak the design, and then polish the website. So after polish the website, you can publish it. So although it is the fastest way to design a website, the downside of the ADI is that it limits the user's creative control. Think about something that a robot has created, think about it. So GoDaddy offers a generous promotional price on each plan when you sign up for a full year. But on the flip side, this means that your renewal price will be much higher the next time around. So if your goal is to set up an online store, you will need to spring for one of the commerce plans. After the promotional period ends, these options cost at least $25 to $35 per month. So let me quickly go through the pros and cons of GoDaddy so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into. So what are the pros here? It is cheap, so GoDaddy is inexpensive. The platform is user-friendly, so in terms of UX and UI, fantastic. And GoDaddy works with artificial design intelligence, ADI. What about the cons here? Well, you have limited design features because, again, the robot has actually created something for you, so you don't have a lot of, I would say, adaptability and you also have creative restrictions. And in terms of, so another detriment in our view is that basic and premium plans do not include online store functionalities. I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is a pricing for GoDaddy as of the date of this show. But again, so everything depends on the final cost will depend on the level of customization that you want to have. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Squarespace versus GoDaddy. So let me quickly talk to you now about Squarespace. So when you think about Squarespace, I want you to think about an all-in-one website builder with a monthly subscription that includes templates, site management, plugins, e-commerce plans, marketing features, and support. So think about Squarespace as a SaaS solution, software as a service solution, sort of similar to Shopify, Square Online. You have a WooCommerce, BigCommerce, all the likes, okay? And all Squarespace plans include fully managed cloud hosting, which ensures that your website remains available at all times and saves you from having to pay a separate hosting service fee. And Squarespace is best known for its vast number of stunning templates and designs, and templates pair effortlessly with mobile platforms, so websites look just as appealing on any device. And users should know that there is a trade-off between design and time, so you can design and tweak your Squarespace template to ensure your website stands out from the crowd. However, that slows down the length of time it takes before your website goes live, right? So if what's important for you is to go live as ASAP, then you might want to think about GoDaddy.com. So you can choose between paying monthly or annually when you sign up for a Squarespace plan. And so in terms of monthly subscription, I'll show you the numbers later on. It really depends on the plan that you want, but you receive a discount if you pay for an entire year upfront. So let's quickly go through the pros and cons of Squarespace. The pros first. You have sleek, modern templates. You have mobile-friendly layouts. And you have a free 14-day free trial. So you have a free 14-day trial. So you are able to test the platform, to test the solution, and see if it works for you. That way you wouldn't have a steep learning curve when you decide to go live. What about the cons of Squarespace? Well, Squarespace does not offer phone support, does not have a free plan, and plans are more expensive. Speaking about expensive, I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is a pricing for Squarespace as of the date of this show. So you have the personal plan, you have the business plan, the commerce plan, and the commerce advanced plan. So you have the commerce basic and commerce advanced. Let me give you a winner here. I want to have a clear conversation about how GoDaddy and Squarespace stack up. Let's first talk about the features. So with GoDaddy, you have SSL security, unlimited bandwidth, artificial design intelligence, so you can build your website around that, and you have custom domain. What about Squarespace? You have SSL security. This is important. I want to mention that SSL security is important. You have unlimited bandwidth, website builder, custom domain as well. What about templates? Well, with GoDaddy, you have less sophisticated templates, something that you don't have with Squarespace. Squarespace, you have numerous high-quality templates. What about e-commerce support? Well, you have it through PayPal, Stripe, and Square on GoDaddy, and you have the same thing also on Squarespace. What about the monthly plan? Well, monthly plan is about $10 all the way to $35. On Squarespace, you have $16 all the way to $50. What about SEO tools? Well, you can edit meta titles and descriptions. You can customize URLs, add image, alt text, and keyword support. And what about Squarespace? Well, you can edit meta titles and descriptions. You can customize URLs, add image, alt text, keyword support, and generate sitemaps automatically. What about marketing tools here? Well, all plans on Squarespace, on GoDaddy, all plans on GoDaddy offer free professional emails for the first year. It's the first year only though. First year, email marketing directly from account, email list segmentation, and advanced marketing and analytics. What about Squarespace? Well, you have professional email and advanced marketing analytics starting with a business plan. What about customer support? Now, customer support is the one area where you basically have to, things are a little different. Why? Let's first talk about GoDaddy. With GoDaddy, you have 24/7 customer support that is offered via email, community forums, live chat, and phone. So you have more access to customer support with GoDaddy. What about Squarespace? You have 24/7 customer support that is offered via email, community forums, and webinars. So live chat is available from 8 a.m. through 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. No phone support option is available. It's important to really remember that no phone support is ever available through Squarespace. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Squarespace versus GoDaddy. I want to really give you the decision you have to pay attention to here. So it's important to really, when you analyze Squarespace versus GoDaddy, it's important to understand what you're looking for. What are you after right now? So while the two companies offer many of the same features, Squarespace is more expensive than GoDaddy on each of its four plans. Both platforms bundle web hosting with their website builders, so there is no additional fee for that, right? So you have a drag and drop, and GoDaddy and Squarespace are almost identical in terms of SEO support. Both allow for the editing of meta titles and descriptions, customizable URLs, adding image alt text, and keyword support. Squarespace, however, generates a sitemap of website pages automatically to help search engines find and index the website pages and improve SEO. And so this is for SEO. Squarespace, in our view, wins on the template front. Its template designs are easily some of the best on the market. On the market, not just the vis-a-vis GoDaddy's. No, on the market. The company offers numerous high-quality, modern templates for users to choose from. Each template translates seamlessly to a mobile device, so the drag and drop features help newbie users customize their websites with a small learning curve. So these templates are especially useful for creatives looking to showcase their artwork or photography, or online stores wanting a clean way to present their products. So the thing here is it's all about what's important for you. If your goal is to showcase your products and or services in a beautifully managed way, then Squarespace is the way to go, because the artificial design intelligence that you get through GoDaddy.com is not going to give you the depth and breadth of sophistication and creativity that Squarespace has. No, you simply don't have that. I mean, think about ADI produced websites that GoDaddy has. This is just like a robot designing a website. I mean, it really depends on what importance you ascribe to the design, the look and feel of your website. Okay, we know a lot of businesses that don't care about how they look online. They just want to sell. It really depends also on your niche, though. I want to pursue the conversation a little bit to understand, to let you know that GoDaddy offers an artificial design intelligence system, right? So I want to insist on that, because if your goal is just to have, let's say, something very sleek, something very basic, then you are good to go with GoDaddy.com. It's important to understand that you're not going to get the gist of, like, you're not going to get what you really want through this system, but you will get something. And so if you go through the ADI that GoDaddy.com has for you, you as a user, you're able to create a website in minutes by simply answering a few questions. And what will happen here is that GoDaddy will actually see your answers and will create something that fits your answers. GoDaddy then delivers a pre-built website based on those answers that you give. And so as a user, you are able to get your website live in as little as 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. You need to understand here is that you are not going to have the kind of sleekness, the kind of a creativity that you might have with other platforms. But again, it really depends on what we have seen in our research is that everything depends on your target audience. If you have a target audience who doesn't care about the design, the beauty, the appearance of your website, they just want to have something practical, then you can just go with GoDaddy.com, right? Because then here you have a website builder that is very basic, but it gets the job done. Think of a platform such as Craigslist. Do you know Craigslist? You know Craigslist, right? See the design of Craigslist. You want to compare that with other platforms that help you list like classifieds. So when you go to Craigslist, you're thinking about functionality. You're thinking about ease of use. You're thinking about just getting the job done, just getting the information, right? So if you don't care about the design, that's fine. So you can go with GoDaddy.com, okay? And you need to understand that if you are looking for GoDaddy's template, it really does. There is no big difference in terms of I mean, there is no there is a big difference rather. There's a big difference when you compare it with Squarespace. But if you look at GoDaddy's templates among themselves, in other words, if you were to create 3 or 4 or 5 websites through GoDaddy ADI, they might look similar. But one thing that you need to understand here is that GoDaddy provides superior customer support thanks to the availability of live chat and phone support 24/7. Squarespace does not offer phone support, and they limit their live chat to a 12-hour window Monday through Friday. So what is the bottom line here? What is the verdict? Squarespace or GoDaddy? What should be your decision making process here? Between these two options, GoDaddy is the faster and cheaper way to build a website. It is a great choice for small businesses that want to get online quickly and cheaply and do not mind sacrificing some creativity for speed. So because of its aesthetically pleasing templates, Squarespace lends itself to the creative field where high-quality photography can enhance the work of artists, bloggers, and certain online stores. And Squarespace is a great option for those who want to invest time and money in creating a memorable online presence. So this is kind of suitable for industries around cosmetics, around luxury, around I would say anything that revolves around beauty, right? So if you care about how you look online, if you care about your appearance, if you care about how your products or services appear, then you might want to go with Squarespace. And just be sure that you're not going to be willing to call the company every now and then because they're not going to answer anyway. They don't have phone support. So if you got to be comfortable with that when you go with Squarespace, you're not going to have phone support, and you might have a slightly more expensive service. GoDaddy is able to give you to provide you with a lower cost, like a lower pricing tier, because GoDaddy is a more diversified company. They pull revenue from different sources, so they're able to actually give you a service that is way better because they're not pulling their revenue from only web hosting or web design. And so this is kind of important. So if you're looking for a platform that gives you, let's say, 24/7 customer support via phone, especially via phone, then GoDaddy wins really like big time, because GoDaddy does have the platform in place, does have the ecosystem right now where you can get that sort of support. So overall, it really boils down to you. It boils down to what your target audience is looking for. It also boils down to what kind of a sector you're in. If you are a creative or not. If you're just a regular person, quote unquote regular person, then maybe it's just better to go with GoDaddy.com, especially because it's cheaper. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I want to quickly recap today's conversation. So I spoke to you about Squarespace versus GoDaddy. I give you the overview. I give you the winner, how both the platforms stack up, and I help you make a decision. And then I've shared with you in the end our verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.